Hey YouTube, it's Echobear, and today I want to read an app for you guys. It's called Sailor Moon Drops. Now, before I even get into serious stuff today, I want to thank one of my awesome friends, Milk Cannon Charms, for suggesting this game to me. She is absolutely fantastic. She does art tutorials, she does reviews of movies. One of her most recent videos that's come out is her Warcraft review, so go check her out over here. I'm going to put a link to her channel, so clicky on this because she's fantastic. Anyway, on to the review. So Sailor Moon Drops is made by Bandai Namco, which is pretty much the parent company that owns all merchandise Sailor Moon. And the first version that was released was on March 31st, 2016. And as far as genre goes, this game is pretty much a Candy Crush clone. It operates under the same mechanics, has the same kind of layout, and pretty much same everything as it's a puzzle game. So now that I'm done with serious stuff, on to the fun stuff. So this game originally came about because it's Sailor Moon's 20th anniversary. And if you're the younger generations out there running around on YouTube, Sailor Moon was an anime from the early 90s. Pretty much she's just this amazing warrior that uses makeup and really girly objects to defeat bad guys. And yeah, it was like one of my favorite things growing up as a kid, and I still really love Sailor Moon. This game was also released in conjunction with Sailor Moon Crystal, the rebooted version of the original show. And as far as I can tell, Sailor Moon Drops' plot as you're going through the game follows the original plot, where you start out as Usagi, who learns she's Sailor Moon, and then you meet all of your friends like Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, and so on and so on. As you progress through the game, they become playable characters. So as you meet the other characters from the show, they become characters that you can play as. Honestly, I always play as Sailor Mercury because I really love Sailor Mercury because she's really cute. But anyway, pretty much this game, if you've played Candy Crush or any of the thousands of spin-offs that came from Candy Crush, you'll know how to play this game. And if you like that game, this game is definitely going to be something you like. It controls really well, it has really awesome design. Up at the top you have your Sailor Scout that's standing there cheering you on, or being sad if you're doing really bad. And then you have your board of crystals that you have to move around. Each of the crystals pretty much stands for one of the Sailor Scouts. So like pink hearts for Sailor Moon, blue drops for Sailor Mercury, and so on and so on. They match with their characters. But pretty much you have to slide them around, match 3, those get rid of themselves, and you continue. And as far as I found, there are several different game modes. There's just trying to get a specific score, so highest score that you possibly can. There's getting items to the bottom of the screen, so like a tiara, a ribbon, and stuff like that. And then there's boss battles. And boss battles are honestly one of the most fun things about this game. Like, at first, it kind of seems like, yeah, whatever, boss battle, it's just crystals. But it adds in, like, specific things that you have to do. Like, certain bosses, you can only attack them with certain crystals, and as time goes on, they'll attack back and take away the crystals that you can use against them. So by the time you get down to your last few moves, you can only use, like, one color of gem to beat them. So it becomes increasingly hard really quick, but your reward is a new Sailor Scout. So it's honestly worth it. And honestly, I really don't want to talk about the gameplay just because it's so similar to so many different things out there that I'll talk about some of the other stuff. Pretty much like all of these games, when you get a game over, you get an option to pay something and then get another few moves back if you're really close. In this game, that takes the place of Tuxedo Mask, which is your masked hero. But honestly, in this game, he's just out to steal your gems, and yeah, Tuxedo Mask, I'm looking at you. But pretty much, it's like $1 to pay for that, and I'm not uber thrilled with it because it is really hard to get the crystals in-game. But if you're willing to pay that, or just you're better at this game than me, you really won't need it. Another thing that I really like about this app is the music. As you're just playing along, it's this really, like, relaxing, happy, like, background music that you would probably hear in the background of a Sailor Moon episode. So it's really happy, it's kind of girly, which that's kind of the whole point. But as you either get really close to your goal or are running out of moves, the tempo will change and pick up and get more dynamic and intense. So it adds in just a lot of really cool stuff. Like, there's a lot of little touches here and there that make this game really fun. So for everything this game has to offer, it honestly is really fun. It has a huge nostalgia boost for people like me who grew up watching Sailor Moon and kind of had her as their idol. But overall, this game is really fun, even though it is a clone of something that is already out there. It adds in its own little flavor and fun stuff. So for everything it has, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's really fun, but it isn't something we haven't seen before. It's not new or fresh, but it adds in things that still make it really fun and really interesting and worthwhile to check out. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and comment down below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!